So this is my MAME machine, multi-arcade machine emulator. I built a few years back. Walk in here so you can see the control panels. Got two 6-button controls, dual joysticks, trackball, 1 and 2 player buttons. It was originally this game Elevator Action. I gutted it and put my own insides, put my own PC, TV in there, and then built the control panel here. So you can see that it's a standard Windows operating system. If I load up here, I don't know if you saw that, but the mouse is controlled by the trackball here, and then the 1 and 2 player buttons are your left and right mouse clicks. You can see this program controls the control panel configuration, so you can add and change the function of buttons there. Once you're done, you go ahead and program it. So now these buttons on the control panel are all programmed. So I'm going to get out of there and I'm going to go into the game menu. So you can see the game menu here. It's got, turn the volume down here. Hold on a second. Okay, so you can see down there we got 2,471 games. Using the trackball here, I can scroll and see screenshots of any of the games. These are all of the arcade games. I can also change the platform here. So I've got the arcade, the MAME, Nintendo 64, Sega Master System, and Sega Genesis. So all of those have games under them. I'm gonna stick. So total there's somewhere in the neighborhood of 7,000 to 8,000 games on here. So my games list, I'm gonna take all the games, no clones. Sometimes you get duplicate games on here, so I'll just walk you through a couple of examples. So like I said, you can either use the trackball here to scroll, or you can actually use the joystick to go one letter at a time. So one of my favorite games is Miss Pac-Man, so I'm going to open that one up. You can also hear there's music on here too. So you can program your own music. I've also got that controlled, so I can change the music just by pressing one of these buttons here. So you can put as much as you want on here. I probably have about 20 songs or so, just to play during the menu. So let's go down here and find Miss Pac-Man Classic. So choose that, press the 1 player button to launch the game. Runs through a little configuration here and then pops up. So I got these other buttons here. They serve various functions, but the one in the middle is the coin button. So I can press that. You can see I'm giving myself credits there, and then go ahead and launch the game. So I mean, it works just like you would in a normal arcade. So just show you a quick example there. One other thing I'll point out, let me pause it. There's also a pause button there. This control, the left control, can either be a 4-way or an 8-way controller. So for games like older games like Miss Pac-Man, where you're only moving 4 different directions, left, down, or left, right, up, and down. Or when I'll show you, I'll pull up Street Fighter here. That's another one of my favorites. You can change it to an 8-directional controller, so you can move diagonally as well. So let me go ahead and exit out of Miss Pac-Man. There's a button configuration. If you press the 2 outside buttons here, I've set it up. but you can configure it however you want. Takes you back to the menu, your music starts playing again, and then I'll jump down to Street Fighter here. So one of my other favorite games is Street Fighter 2. So I want to go ahead and launch this one and show what this looks like, because the controller setup is a little bit different from Miss Pac-Man. Obviously you don't need any buttons in Miss Pac-Man, and you're only moving in 4 directions on that game. So by pulling up on the joystick and twisting it to the right, which I've already done, it changes it from a 4-direction joystick to an 8-directional joystick, which means that I'll show you, I can get the diagonal movement that's needed for games like this. So I've chosen, put in a couple of credits. I'm going to go ahead and choose a second player here, so you can see I'm moving the other joystick this time. Go ahead and select somebody. Go ahead and select somebody for the first player as well, and then get the match started. So by default, the right controller is always 8-directional, so it's only in use when you have a 2-player game. For a 1-player game, you can switch this one, like I said, to be either 8-directional or 4-directional, so you get the whole movement here. You got all your buttons, the kicks, the punches, and so same for both sides over here. So I'm pressing the buttons here, and then I'm pressing the buttons here, and you can see I got it there. When I'm done with the game, I want to back out. I've got it set up to, this is kind of your escape key. If you press the 2 outside black buttons together, it takes you back to the menu, scroll, and you can play what you want again. So then when you're all done and you want to shut this thing down, there's a couple of things you can do. You can press the 2-player button to bring up the menu. You got some options there, but I'm going to exit out of here. I can either exit out to Windows, I can reboot, or I can just, completely shut the whole thing down. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. What that does is actually takes me back to Windows and shuts the entire thing down. You can set, actually I don't have it set up this way now, but you can set it up so that when it comes on, it automatically launches into that game menu, so it doesn't even look like it's a Windows desktop. It just looks like it's a video game machine. So it turns on and fires right up to there. So a lot of fun. Yeah, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Alright.